Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of Hate Watch The Bachelorette with me. This is my review / recap show. Today I am here with my good friend Chris Farah.
Hi!
You will know Chris Farah from her YouTube channel. She does a Bachelorette commentary review show as well. On top of that, she has a new series called
Necessary Viewing,
where she talks about different pop culture and reality TV.
whatever I'm watching that week, honey. Probably Big Brother, 90 Day Fiancé, and then things filter in.
She's the reason why I watch 90 Day Fiancé.
That's so huge. I love this one.
So now let's jump right into this episode. So I hated this episode. I know that I've said, hey, watch The Bachelorette, and I know that I've said a couple of mean things here and there, but guys, if you are a part of the Bachelorette Nation or the Bachelor Nation and you are a super fan and you like it regardless of who, what, when, and where, you are going to hate me after this video if you don't already.
I feel like everyone hates Becca. I can't imagine a person that doesn't hate Becca. Becca's mom is like, ugh, that one again? When she calls.
But she does a better job than me, I think. Like, a lot of the BSing, all of the BSing throughout these hometowns and her attitude and behavior towards these people's parents, like...
You're selling yourself short. Mommy worked in retail for a very long time. I'm sure she could BS a guy.
Okay, let's start with the first BS guy, and that is Garrett. We are in Manteca, California, which literally translates to lard in Espanol. And I guess he is like from a farming family. I'm not sure, but...
Yeah, I think so after watching that. She sees him and she does what she loves to do, which is run and jump legs first on a man. I mean, that is what she is like, little baby koala on all of these guys when she greets them.
I know they all do it. They all do it. Rachel ran and jumped on people too. But like with Becca, it felt like she was like a part of the Nutcracker and she was doing like a spring leap and then like grab on and hold. So they have like this really not interesting date where he takes her on the farm and they get on a tractor and he talks about farming and whatnot, and she's like, farmersonly.com, you know, because she's from the Midwest and that's where people go to farmersonly.com when they're in the Midwest and they want to find like like-minded white people who like horses. They're like planting tomatoes. Who knew that tomatoes were planted by a huge giant tractor situation? And that's supposed to be like this fun sexy time, and I felt like a nightmare, and it sounded like one as well. So they're planting tomato, and then she says that Garrett would be a hot dad, and I beg to fucking differ. If
you want to know what Garrett's gonna look like as a dad, like look at Garrett's dad, because they have the exact same face.
The whole thing about this entire date is that I really thought it was disgusting the way Garrett was talking about his ex-wife.
Yes, honey.
Like, he had no responsibility in that. Nothing he did brought down this marriage. It was all her being selfish, wanting to keep him away from his family, and that old story was just so tacky. And the fact that Becca just sat there and ate it up and didn't even ask him, like, well, what did you have to do with this marriage? Like, what was your failing as a part of this marriage? And if she did, they cut it out, and I don't appreciate that.
Because I honestly, like, cannot believe there was just one weekend where his parents, like, came in town and she was like, hang out with me instead, and just that was the end fall of the marriage. I also want to say my favorite part is like when Becca's talking to Garrett's mom and Garrett's mom's like, did Garrett tell you like what happened? She's like, yeah, he told me everything. And it's like, there's no way he told you everything. We've seen what he's told you. It's like not much.
There are people like that who are selfish in this world, and she might have gotten like some kind of feelings about it, but I don't know. The point is that it wasn't his place to talk about her like that, because Becca girl, if a man will talk about his ex-wife like that, then what is he gonna say about you?
Also, one more thing, why can't you stand up to your wife and be like, hey, my family's in town, we're gonna hang out with them for the next 48 hours. Like, why was that so hard to fucking do? Why not just have a backbone?
No backbone to be had.
That's almost more embarrassing.
Let's go back a little bit. Before they meet the family, Garrett and Becca are talking, and Garrett's like, I don't want you to feel like nervous or anything for meeting my family, because like they're really open, like people, and I want you to be comfortable because I'm super comfortable bringing you around. And she's like, oh no, I'm not nervous.
I'm fine.
I'm not nervous because I'm interviewing them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like, I'm the Bachelorette.
Yes.
So I'm not nervous because they should be lucky to have me.
Absolutely.
So they get in, hug all the family, it's all great. They sit around a dinner table with no food on that table, and they just like cheers with some wine and some alcohol, and then sit down, have like a couple of words with each other about how excited they are, and giggle, giggle, giggle. And the sister says, hey, Garrett, can you talk to big sister for a minute or something? And like pulls him aside, and they go and they talk, and the sister starts to cry, and it is like, I want somebody like that.
She roller coasts up and down her scale, and like she sounds like what people make fun of girls crying about.
It's also like a really perfect like comedic timing situation too. Because
it is.
I like that.
That's what they teach that shit.
They
like
teach
sitcom
that
class.
shit. That's why you laugh at it.
Yeah.
So if you watch that and you started to laugh, it's because she pulled a classic comedian trick, and it's called a reversal. And so I'm like laughing, but also baffled at the fact that Garrett is not reacting to this.
He's seen it a million times.
If that were my brother, I would be so angry at him afterward that he didn't reach over to console me. Every single time I've cried in front of my brother, he starts crying too. So
really?
like, yeah. No, because I never cry. And like, when he sees me crying, he like gets upset because he can't do anything about it.
Woman is so cute. I can't even deal. That's so like, sweet. Aww. What's honey?
So I was just like baffled at his non-reaction to this thing that's happening to his sister over him. So they just keep talking about the ex. They keep talking about how the ex was horrible and how Becca can't do that to him. Becca is talking to the mom and she's like, yeah, I understand everything you're saying about that. But I just, just so that you know, like, Garrett is the only person on the show who's had a marriage. I'm the only person on the show who's been engaged. And so we really do connect in this place that I don't think is the same with everyone else. And I thought to myself, you consider that, like, what, 2-week period that you were with Ari as, like, a real engagement of your actual life, to where you would compare that to Garrett being in an actual marriage for 2 years? What?
You're insane. You're insane,
like,
Becca.
How am I supposed to take you seriously now? I can't. Especially because this whole entire thing is leading up to you guys having sex with 3 people before you choose which one you're going to go with. And the other 2 people know that during your fantasy suite time that you are having sex with their competitor / friend. I just don't get it.
We leave Salt of the Earth, which, by the way, when she called him Salt of the Earth, I was like, I think Becca thinks she's cosmopolitan and sophisticated.
I mean, well, she is a publicist, so.
But at the same time, he has, like, ultra-conservative, like, anti-feminist Instagram, so, like, we'll just see what happens. Moving on.
Okay, so the next guy we're going to move on to is Jason. Now, Jason is from Buffalo, New York, and so that is where she goes.
I'm from New York.
So now she's gone from California, beautiful weather, to like frigid and chilly, early spring, late winter Buffalo, New York, which is cold.
The first place they go is to a wing eating contest.
Is that the first place?
That is the first place they go, is a wing eating contest. And then I had, just for the first time in my life, made the connection that Buffalo, New York is buffalo wings. Why are they eating wings, and why is that a thing? And it's because they're in Buffalo wings. And another thing which makes me realize I'll never go there is I guess you can't have ranch in Buffalo. Like, they have to like pick between blue cheese and ranch, and blue cheese is like, like disgusting. It's the fact that like I wouldn't be able to eat a wing with ranch dressing. I'll never go there. Honey, I'll be in New York City.
I just right now in this moment made that connection because you said it. Didn't even think about it. I just thought they were eating wings. Here's my thing. Every date after Garrett's pissed me off because at least Garrett's was intimate. It was set up, it was staged AF, but it was intimate. Every single date she goes on after this is all public, and it's so annoying. And then he has the audacity while they're doing this like wing eating contest to put ranch on her face. If I want to date with somebody and he deigns to put a condiment on my face, it's over. You be Jason and you put it on my face. Did you just put food on my face?
Mm-mm.
I'm a grown-ass woman. You will not put food on my face. In public, to be cute and funny, he would have gotten X'd at that moment. I would have been like, Chris Harrison.
Oh, not me. I thought for some reason I was there. I would be like, what?
Stop rolling, Chris. Can you let her through? You just put it on my face, Chris.
Well, I'll tell you what goes on our faces, honey. Snail goo and serum.
Sheet masks. You know what I'm
Sheet
saying?
masks. That's it. Nothing goes
condiments
on my face, and I am not, nothing goes on my face, honey.
After this, they go to the ice skating rink. And
which is always so comfortable. No one wants to like do anything but ice skate after eating a bunch of food.
And then they're on like a Zamboni or whatever that thing is called. And while like they're like making out, apparently Jason is a really good kisser, which does make me want to then kiss him because I don't
he's
think
your type. You didn't know.
Yeah, he's my
definitely
type.
your type.
The food put food on my face.
No.
Problems. We got problems. Finally, we get to the family. His family seems very lovely, by the way. I was like, really like, oh, this is cute. I'm into this.
Yeah.
He also talks about his brother's relationship and his parents' relationship are like the ideal relationships in his life, and they've been the most stable and the best. And so he kind of wants to have a relationship like that. So it's really important for him to bring Becca back to those people and let them judge her. So they get there and his brother asks like, hey, have you told her that you love her? And he's like, no, I haven't. And the brother's like, you should do that.
Yeah. Brother is smart. And now that I know that he has a gay brother, I'll remember Jason's name.
So Jason's mother and Becca have a conversation. And again, Becca's going in there like, impress me. Excuse me, ma'am. What's your credentials? You had a baby, you know, 29 years ago. What else?
Yeah.
You know, and so the mom is just like,
welcome to my home. First of all, Becca, you're so rude.
And then she's like, well, you know, do you really love my son? And Becca's just like shaking her head. And it like Becca doesn't really love Jason, you guys. Like she doesn't. And the only reason why I think he survived this is because when we get to talking about what happened, you're gonna get that too. And I absolutely fast forwarded through the end of Jason's like soliloquy about telling her he loved her, and I did not hear it at all. So it's like I was like, oh, he's about to tell her. He's like, every breath I take, every move I make, every morning I wake, I want to be with you. And I was like, don't care.
Every breath I take, every move I make.
So anyways, that's where we're going to cut this off for this video.
There's a lot more happening this episode. However, we're already at 25 minutes on this one video. And so we're going to put a part 2 on my channel. That's how that works.
So head on over to Chris's channel if you want to see the conclusion of what we thought about this episode of The Bachelorette. I hated it, as you know. So continue watching. Continue watching. If you like what I do here in this channel and you'd like to consider becoming a Patreon patron, please
do it.
Check out the link below. And, you know, Patreon is just a way to help me. I got a ring light recently, and it's because of my patrons, and I truly, truly appreciate you. You can give as little or as much as you want to give. I don't do anything extra or special on my Patreon, so don't go there thinking that you're going to get more. You're not. But you can join my Facebook group down below. That's linked there, too.
Do it.
All right, you guys, remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Oh, my thumbnail is...
Why don't you sit down for a second? Can we both?
I don't think so.
Like if
she's still gonna, yeah, if you want to come, I can't see myself. Am I in the frame?
Yes, you are. Okay. I swear.
We're about to film the second part of our Bachelorette review. One of them is going on my channel. One is going on her channel. So...